Hi folks, Ryan Holiday here with Ink Payments, and today we're going to do a demo of the Ink platform. This is a web app, and what I'm showing you today is just our sandbox environment, so it's only used for demos. There's not actual real information in here, but it's an exact mirror image of our actual app, so when you sign up and get verified, you'll log in and this is what you will see. So the first thing I'm going to show you over here on the left, just general ways that you can update your account information, your bank account information. But the manage user section is something I want to talk about for just a second. So whenever you invite someone with your company, okay, so this could be one of your salespeople, one of your admins, an accountant, you're going to put in their first and last name. Okay, you're going to put in their email address, make sure it's their company email address, and then also put in their phone number. Mobile number is preferred. And then down here, you're going to check this box, okay, if you want them to see everything. If you want, say, for example, just your salesperson to see only his or her files, then don't check this box. But if you want them to see every file, like an admin or an accountant, check this box. They'll be able to see everything. They'll also be able to update and manage bank accounts if you're a busy business owner. So that's how you invite your staff to the Ink platform. But let me jump back to the dashboard here and go over a couple things before we dive into entering a check. The first thing I'm going to point out is that, we have releases and new updates coming about every 2 weeks. We're currently working on some additional features. So if you see anything new in the application that you're not familiar with, give us a shout. If we haven't sent out release notes about that update, we're happy to walk you through it and show you how it works. But it's all very simple. Here you're going to have all your individual checks that you've been uploading to the platform. Down here in your pipeline, you can search through your pipeline using claim number, homeowner name, things of that nature. Up top here, you can filter and sort through to find which one of my customers haven't signed off on the transaction yet, or which one of my business partners or professionals that I'm working with hasn't signed off on receiving funds, or which one of the mortgage companies hasn't sent the checks back yet, things like that. So, it'll have every single file that you've ever put in here, and we're working on different ways that we can sort through that a little bit better and archive some stuff. But for now, everything shows up. But I'm pretty sure most of our customers want to know about all of their money, not just some of it. So let's start into entering a check. And by the way, if anybody needs a quick tutorial on how to enter a brand new check, just click the Show Me How button, and you're going to see a little tutorial pop up here. It'll walk you through the process, but I'm going to do that for you today. So let's click Start New. And the first thing you're going to see is a set of instructions here at the top that says, do not sign your name on the back of the check. Electronic signatures will be acquired further in the process. Now, if your customer has already signed the check, that's fine. It's not going to mess anything up. Just note that they will have to digitally sign off on the transaction because it's the only way that we can actually know they know it's their check. So even if they have signed the back of the check, let them know they will need to sign off and approve the requests that they get from us. The other thing that we're going to ask you to do is put our restrictive endorsement on the back of the check. It's going to say for mobile deposit only, InkPay account number 405-79120. We're actually going to send you a stamp once you're Ink verified and on the platform. We'll send you a stamp to use, so that way you don't have to write it out every time. But this is also handy just in case the homeowner needs to write it on the check, send you a picture of the check, and you need to upload it to the platform. I'll tell you in a few minutes why that's going to be valuable for you and your team later on. So put the restrictive endorsement on it, and you're going to upload the check front and back. This is mobile friendly, by the way. So if you're doing this on your phone, great. We actually have a built-in tool that allows you to crop and rotate the picture in case you took a picture of the check on your knee in your truck. But upload the front and back. I'm doing this on a desktop or a laptop right now, so just to remind you again, this is mobile friendly. You can do it on your phone. And if you're doing it on your phone and a call comes in, or if something comes up and you get distracted, don't worry. This is auto-saving the entire time, so the file will not be lost. It's actually saved in your dashboard as a draft. So after you upload the check front and back, you're going to come here, put in the check amount. Then it says select service. It's going to ask a couple questions. Is there a mortgage company listed on the pay to order line of this check? Let's just say yes. And have they already stamped or signed the check? No. Click submit. You'll see here that we normally charge 1%, and this will cap out at $150 per claim, but 101.15 to process this check in and out of the mortgage company. We also have an option for you to get those funds advanced if you don't want to wait for the mortgage company, and it's only 1.95% total. So the other good news is if there's no mortgage company on this check, you can have everybody digitally endorse it. You can split it 2 ways, 3 ways, as many ways as you want, and it's actually free. So if there's no mortgage company on the check, you can upload and process any check up to $1.5 million and split that payment absolutely free. So very exciting. You're going to add a couple more claim details here. So you put in the claim number. You're going to upload the scope or attach the scope. If you don't have a scope of loss or the adjuster's worksheet, that's fine. Just make sure you upload or attach the correlating claim documents like the settlement agreement or the final release. You come over here, put in your job number. This can be, how it correlates with your CRM, or maybe it correlates with your QuickBooks. And on the dashboard, you can also download a CSV file that you can upload to your QuickBooks and correlate the files, or correlate the transactions rather, until we have a direct integration built out with QuickBooks. And then down here is the stakeholder section. This is really the secret sauce to the iink platform. So for example purposes, I'm going to pretend that I'm a public adjuster and I represented the insured in this claim. There's a contractor that's doing the work as well. And whether you work with a public adjuster or not, doesn't matter. Just for the purposes of this demo, I'm going to show you the capabilities of the platform. So let's say that Ryan Admin here is the person logged in. I'm the public adjuster, and I need to sign this check because my name's going to be on the check if I'm the PA. So we're also going to add our homeowner. They need to sign it. So we're going to put John Insured. I'm not going to enter their email or phone just for saving some time here, but let's add the stakeholders. So you got the insured, you've got the mortgage company. They need to sign the check and could be anybody. And then let's just say that, we have Bob Contractor. He's not on the check, but he's going to be receiving funds to do the work. So instead of running around town and doing check exchanges and taking that to the bank and then cutting another check to your contractor, you can upload one check here, split it up any way that you like, and everybody's going to see who's getting what, and everybody's going to approve the receipt of those funds. And when you put their email in here, if the system doesn't recognize that email, it's going to send them an invite to sign up. So all they need to do is getting verified, and then anyone that is connected to those payments with you, you'll be able to send them money. So I'm the PA. Remember, I'm just getting my portion of the fee, and then the contractor's getting the rest. And there you have it. When you click submit, this would actually be verified by our team, and then everyone would receive a request to sign off on the transaction. Most importantly, the insured is going to receive it first. And let me show you kind of what that looks like here. Whenever a file is submitted. So I'm going to pull one up that, let me see here. Maybe doesn't have anything checked off yet. So when this is first submitted and you come into the file, you're going to see, okay, pending homeowner approval. So the insured has received the request via text and email, and they need to click that link. They'll see a picture of the check front and back. They're going to see who's receiving funds. They're going to sign off on it. They're going to approve our terms of service, and they're also going to provide mortgage authorization for us to speak with their mortgage company on their behalf if there is a mortgage company included. If there's a mortgage company included, we'll also find out whether or not they're going to deposit that check and monitor this claim. And we actually have a little question mark here that gives you some more information about what qualifies as a monitored claim. But we find that out ahead of time, so that way 2-3 weeks later, we're not finding out the long way when they send back a portion of the check that was submitted. Down here, you'll see if everyone signed off on the transaction. This includes anyone who's receiving funds who needs to sign the check, just not inclusive of the mortgage company. And then you're also going to see little section here that lets you know whether or not the check's been mailed off to the mortgage company. So after everybody has approved the transaction, we will send you a FedEx shipping label. All you need to do is drop that check into the FedEx envelope, slap the label on, fire it off to the mortgage company. This little checkbox will turn green. And if you have opted in for advance funds, we will move the funds to your account after that FedEx label is scanned. It takes about 24 to 48 business hours, but it's an ACH, and you do not have to wait for that mortgage company to sign that check just to get the access to those funds and start those repairs, or just get paid for your completed work. If you're a public adjuster involved with the file and contractors on the payment as well, if the PA needs his money now, they can request advance funding. The contractor doesn't have to do it, and vice versa. So you have access to your funds when you need them, and you don't have to wait on the mortgage company. But that's the cue, is the FedEx shipping label scan is the cue to send the funds to your business bank account in 24 to 48 business hours. Now, we do have some mortgage companies that are signing on our platform digitally, which means we don't need to mail the check off to them, but not all of them are doing it. So if we do still need to mail the check off to them for their endorsement, the only way that that check will continue to be a legal tender is if we actually deposit it with the endorsement. So when the check comes back, and by the way, we'll always request that it comes back to your office for convenience, but if for any reason they send it to the insured, that's fine as well. We'll send them a link to upload the check, but you just need to come into the file, upload the check here with just the back of the check with the mortgage company's endorsement on it, and that will either deposit and disperse the funds, or if you've opted in for the advance funding, it'll essentially repay those funds back to the platform. But like I said, if the mortgage company sends the check to the insured, don't worry. You don't have to run out there just to pick that check up. We're going to send them a link to upload that check back to the platform, and it'll be complete. So pretty simple and straightforward. There's always something walking you through, letting you know what's supposed to happen, what has happened, and who's signed off on what. We're going to send reminders on a daily basis, letting people know, hey, you have funds that are waiting to be processed. Please sign this request. And of course, after a certain period of time, if there is no action, we'll let you know. So that way you can give them a nudge or handle the payment in another manner if someone doesn't want to sign off digitally. We all know that there are some folks that are leery of doing anything online. We can't fix that or change their mind, but we can certainly keep bugging them until they sign off. That's pretty much it, folks. I mean, the uploading a check to the platform is very simple. Again, there is a show me how button in here if you need to have a quick walkthrough. We're always here to answer your questions as well. And once you're signed up in the app, we can schedule a success call with your team. And we can even, depending on the size of your company, come out and do an on-site visit to really show you how this impacts every single department of your company. And let us know if you have any questions. Hit us up on the website. There's a little chat box at the bottom right here. If you have any questions while you're inside the app, shoot us a chat message. Go to our website, hit us up there, send us an email. Whatever we can do, please let us know. We're excited to have you on the platform. We're excited that you are sick of paper check payments, and we're definitely excited to be shifting the entire restoration industry towards digital payments where believe it or not, when the claim is approved, the money is moved right to your bank account through our payment rails. I know that sounds like an impossible utopia, but it will be a reality. We are the company that's doing it. We're excited to have you on board. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you on Ink.